Hey everybody, welcome back to the Traveling to See channel. Traveling to See, where we love to travel, love to share. Traveling is great on land, sea, and air. Come with us as we go and see together how much better our traveling can be. Our European vacation 2023 to France, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, and Italy. What a great time it was. This is the last video in the series. Check out our playlist on the channel to see all the videos. This one covers Marco Polo Airport flight to Munich International Airport, and we drove to Ansbach, Germany, spent some time there, went to Rothenburg on the Tauber, had a wonderful time. This trip began, my wife and I decided with my son Brandon and his wife Missy to plan a trip, and the trip expanded into this wonderful vacation. This one focuses again on our flight from Venice, Italy to Munich, Germany, and our drive to Ansbach, Germany, with an excursion to Rothenburg, Germany. We had an awesome time. Come along as we relive this fantastic vacation indeed. And the vacation started 3 days in Paris, then a bullet train to Germany. We drove throughout Germany. Then we took a train from Innsbruck to Florence, and then Florence to Rome. And then we had a week, just Emily and myself. We went from Rome to Venice, saw the Dolomite Mountains in Bergamo, Italy. It was fantastic. And then we flew to Munich, rented a car, went to Ansbach and Rothenburg on to Tauber, Germany. We had a wonderful time. And of course, it began with the flight, Italy to Munich. So here's Marco Polo Airport. It's like a big shopping mall. It's amazing. And then we had a fairly short flight. We got to Munich, got our rent-a-car. It was a sporty little car, very comfortable. It was just Emily and myself, so we fit. We stayed at the Hotel Fantasy in Ansbach, Germany. Hotel Fantasy, it was very nice. Very accommodating. They had breakfast there, no air conditioning, but they did give us 2 fans. Lunch in Ansbach that day, we went to Pizzeria D'Enzio with our niece and nephew, Laurel and Noah. We had a wonderful time with them. Next day we had breakfast in Ansbach. We went to the Broadhouse Cafe. They actually have them all over town, probably all over Germany, but they're really good. Great coffee, great pastries. It started the day. And then next we went to Rothenburg on the Tauber, the walled city. Here's Rick Steves' article about Germany's fairy tale dream town, Rothenburg. And you'll see it's Germany's best preserved walled town. And there's several Rothenburgs in Germany. You make sure you go to Rothenburg ob the Tauber on the Tauber River. And his article here explains all about it. Also talks about the Medieval Crime and Punishment Museum, and we saw that, and you'll see more of that in the video to come. St. Jacob's Church and some other sites there in Rothenburg. It's just a fascinating city to see. And here we are in Rothenburg, Emily and myself, along with Laurel. Noah couldn't go with us. He had other things to do. But there we are in Rothenburg. This is a walled city. It's fascinating and highly recommend if you're anywhere around Munich, Nuremberg, you need to go see Rothenburg. Even Frankfurt, you need to go see Rothenburg. It's a walled city. They had this criminal museum there, Medieval Crime and History Museum. So we went in that, and very fascinating. This talks about the old building. There's a old prison car, and a prison wagon, I should say. They have these placards, and there's an English rendition on every placard, which is really great. And this, I haven't got a quarter of the photographs that I had there. There's all kinds, here's torture instruments and just all kinds of fascinating things in this criminal museum. Here's shackles that they had back in the day. There's Emily taking a break. They did have places to sit down. That was great. There's an Iron Maiden. There's all kinds of different torture devices. There's a chair that they'd strap you down to. Cage they'd put people in. Fascinating. There's a lot more to see than I'm showing you. This is just a taste. It's really worth seeing, for sure. But after that was complete, we took a walk about Rothenburg. I had been to Rothenburg back in the 80s and remembered it well, and want to make sure that we got to see it. Here's Emily and Laurel walking down the streets, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful city. And see the gate there. It was a walled city, and they'd close those gates. Great. And of course, hey, we had to have some dinner. When we got back, we hooked up with Noah. We went to his favorite place, 28, the best burger in town, there in Ansbach. And I have to tell you, it was the best hamburger I have ever had anywhere. It was phenomenal. It really, really was. I highly suggest, if you're in that area, check it out. Just look at that burger, and those onion rings were fantastic. Man, it was good. Then the next day, Emily and I went a walk about Ansbach. This is the GermanSites.com Ansbach article. Tell you all about Ansbach. Nearest airports, train stations, accommodations. You saw the hotel that we stayed in, which was very, very good. Great location. What to see? They've got the residence there, and the Hofgarten, and in nearby towns, and of course Rothenburg. There's the history of Ansbach, and it was a walled city too, not as well preserved as Rothenburg, but a lot to see and do, for sure. The Hofgarten and the residence in Ansbach. You drive right by them there, and I think they've got tours. We just didn't have time to see that. And there's actually a lot to see, and there's a lot more to see than what we've covered here. This is a church that's there in Ansbach, right downtown. It's a wonderful, wonderful city there. We found a broad house there and had some breakfast. That broad house has lots of different breads and pastries. Wow. And they had a farmer's market going on. Fascinating. We got some fruit while we were there. Boy, it was good. This was another church. And there's so much more to see in Ansbach. There really, really is. Then we went to Nuremberg, to the Poseidon restaurant in Nuremberg, which was really good. Kind of a Greek, Middle Eastern restaurant. This is another one of Laurel and Noah's favorite places there in Nuremberg. And there's Noah and Laurel enjoying a time as we were enjoying a time too. My beautiful wife Emily. That was some octopus that we had, and boy, it was really good. And here's some dishes that we had that were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And a Greek salad. Then we went to an escape room in Nuremberg. And we had a lot of fun in that escape room. We had to walk down through Nuremberg there to get to the escape room, and there we are, successful. And then we had dinner near Ansbach, Germany. This was just Emily and myself. We discovered this Mama Maddie's Diner near Ansbach. There's a big military base, U.S. Force military base there, so a lot of Americans. So look at this diner. Pretty cool. You'd think you were back in the USA, but it was really good. Took pictures of the mayonnaise and the ketchup there, and there's Emily got a burger, and I got some ribs. And it was great. Then the next day, our last day in Germany, this was our last schnitzel in Germany. We went with Laurel to Rattle Rast in Kammer Forest, just outside of Ansbach. Got to eat outside. Oh man, wonderful schnitzel there. It was fantastic. Then we had to drive back to Munich. We stayed at the Hotel Moxie, which is a Marriott hotel there near the airport. And for dinner, we went to Burger King to try out a Whopper there, and then we discovered they were vegetable burgers, so we got chicken sandwiches. But then we flew home, flew from Munich, went to Amsterdam, and from Amsterdam to New York, or actually New Jersey, but there we could see a brief glimpse of the Statue of Liberty. Here's a couple of YouTube channel recommendations for you. Rock Goes Around channel. He's got some great videos, and he's got one in particular about discovering Rothenburg, Bavaria's hidden gem, things to do. And Near From Home Slow Travel Experts YouTube channel, and they've got a video on Rothenburg on the Tauber Magical Weekend. So check those out. Hope you enjoyed this. This was our video of the last leg of our 3-week vacation in Europe. Watch our future videos. Comment below. Share your experiences. Have you been to Ansbach, Nuremberg, Rothenburg? What's your experiences? Keep watching. Keep traveling. Enjoy life. God bless.